Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Farm Sim 25 Path to Chateau Berry. I thought about changing the name, but I like the name Chateau. So Castleberry. We are on the path to creating our own little castle in Pallegrini, France. But we're going to pick up right where we left off and let's get started. So we're going to end up plowing field, one of the 90s fields, to combine with 56, but I'm going to plow it first and then combine them, um, and then we'll plant. Woo! I almost had a thing on stream already. Is there no way to fold this? Oh, fold plow. There is. Okay. It's like there's usually a way to fold it. So the 95 field, what we're going to do is we're going to harvest off it one last time. And by harvest, I just mean in April we'll mow it one last time, and then after that, we're not going to mess with it anymore. And then that area is going to be used for something else. And I'm going to plow. See, this is the only thing I was trying to plow this now. Because I do want to connect these, but maybe we should connect them. Let's see. Let's see. We need to buy the. Let's see. Buy. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, never mind. I'm dumb. I was like, why is that field worth so much? Okay. I thought I already purchased it. I did. Okay. Let's look at economic. You know, let's just do it. Let's just do it. It's the beginning of the year. Let's just do it. Why are there two different lines? I'm trying to figure out why it's offsetting. But hope everyone's had a good week. I've been streaming this a lot lately because just haven't done farm sim in a little bit, but I'm enjoying it immensely. Especially since we're back on this map. So after we're done plowing, we're going to connect these two fields, and then we're going to have to borrow a little bit of euros, so that way we can plant a brand new grass field up here. So this will be all one. And honestly, I'm deciding if I want to plow all the fields. If I do that, I'm just gonna sell this one and get the 12 meter, so it'll make it go by faster. Just so everything's on the same page. And I think, honestly, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna plow all grass fields. That way, if I want to extend any of them, I can. Which I don't think any of them really can be extended. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do... Oh, did I miss... Did I miss some? Apparently I did. Okay, now we're good. So lift, fold. Alright, so now that we have this field plowed, so that field is now plowed. What we're gonna do is let me check something real quick. How much is this field? 42,000 and it's 0.71. 1. Okay. So this is bigger. How much is this field? Okay. How much is this field? Alright. So I'm trying to decide if I should just combine all these fields right here to make one big field and use this as storage or something else. I don't know, because this is on the cliff side. Maybe do like two small vineyards here so I can at least start doing a little bit of grapes. Just to change it up a little bit. I would get rid of this road up to here because we own what? Hang on. We own... So we'd get all this road here and that road there. And then we have this road here. So maybe... And then maybe combine these two. And then pretty much what I would want to do is redirect this road around the border here. Make it go around it. Just for aesthetics. Because we already have the road here. So just connect the road and continue going this way. And then connect that on the outer rim and connect it there. Yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna have to borrow some money. So let's do that. Let's borrow some euro. So this one is just for corn, sorghum, sunflowers. Looks like, I think those are soybeans, beets, cotton, and green beans, I believe. All right, let's go to finances. We already have 200. We've already borrowed 220,000. So we know we need 60,000 for that field. We're going to borrow, since I want to just plow everything, we're going to need money to buy for the plows, about 20,000. We're going to need, I want to soil sample ourselves, so that's another about 17,000. But we'll probably buy that next year. Excuse me. We're going to... You know what? I'm going to buy 2 plows. That way the AI is doing the middle and I'll do the outer row. Let's see. 120,000. I think that's enough for now. Oh, and then we're going to need a planter. But I think we're just going to rent that. Let's look at vehicles real quick. So this thing's just here depreciating. We're not even using it. I think for now, I think we're just going to sell this and the header. We're going to sell this. We're going to sell this. We're selling that. Honestly, because we're going to be combining fields, I'm going to sell this too. Because what I want to get is, I want to trade out this harvester for a forage harvester. But what we're going to do is, since we're not going to be harvesting right away, we're going to be planting this month, so we're going to rent the planter, but I don't want to rent it yet. Let's look at, is there any forage? No, there's nothing for that. So we need something that would mow, which that header that we have already would attach to it, I believe, but let's check just to make sure. So if we go to forage harvester, here's headers. This is for everything else. This will create chaff. Apparently this also works for grass. This one does. Which is interesting. This would use for chaff for everything, but so is this. I think I have this one. Titan mower header unrealistic. I think. Titan mower. No, this one attaches to the base. So yeah, this is not the same one. So we would sell this. All right. I'm just gonna rid of that for now. We don't need it, and this would come with it too. All right. So let's figure out what the hell we're getting rid of. So grab the mower header. Actually, I think it's still attached to the other one, isn't it? Yeah. So we're good. All right. So we're gonna move a bunch of stuff over because I want to sell all this stuff. Also, we're gonna be selling wool as well. I don't know what we're gonna do with those two smaller fields. Oh, we need money for. Oh shit. We need money to buy that field. Oh no, I already did that because it was cheap. Never mind. Oh, excuse me. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna change some things up. What I want to do, instead of having to go to a bunch of smaller fields, I just want to have to mow once on one larger field. And we're gonna use the forage harvester to that, because then we can use the harvester for other things. Then I have a feeling we're gonna use the harvester like that way more than anything else. So, let's go ahead and drop this off for now. Detach. Let's go ahead and sell it. Open. Paint. Sell. Okay. Vehicle running costs. Are we renting something? We're not renting anything, right? Oh, that's just weird. Anyway. Since we're here, let's go ahead and grab... Because I want... I think just one is fine, probably. You know what? We're just going to do one. Because then I can go behind and plant. So after... And then... Actually, we can go... There's a lot of things. My bad. Let me get my mind together. Yep, good morning. Yeah, the wife is away. The kids are away. So it's just me and my thoughts in my house alone with my dogs. The other two... Oh, yeah, she's off to Chicago at the moment, to her sister's funeral. Unfortunately, I would have gone with her, but I just didn't have the money to do it. So, we are actually going to be doing quite a bit. We're going to be selling some land. We're going to be buying. We've just bought some new land. We're going to be, pretty much, we're going to be. I don't know if I really want to keep this one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sell it. I'm just going to sell it now. Okay. We got rid of that land. We're keeping this. What we're going to do is we have this land, this land, this land. And instead of dicking around, I'm going to buy this and then just combine these 4 fields. And then just for aesthetics, really honestly, because there's a service road that goes through here, because I already have a service road that goes through here and goes to mine, I would reconnect the service road and go this way along the tree line and then connect to here. So that way, if you do come off this road, you can just go around instead of cutting through my field. I would buy this, but if I wish there's a way to, like, I could take a chunk of a field and just make this nice and square, but I would have to buy this whole damn land plot, which I don't want to. But let's go and buy this too. So buy, and also it's bigger than this field is bigger than the field that we just sold. So it's bigger than this one. So we're getting a little bit back for it. This is actually a sheep pasture apparently, which we already have a sheep pasture here, so we don't need this. So we're gonna sell this sheep pasture. So let's go visit. Oops. Visit. All right, so since we sold the sheep pasture, you can see how this looks. We're gonna have to plow this field and make it more serviceable again. We're gonna get rid of this gate. Construction. All right, so there we go. Oh, I have some trees I gotta get rid of too. So I gotta get rid of this tree, that tree, that tree. Well, honestly, this is gonna be all the grass. So instead of me having to mow here, mow this small field here, mow here, I'm just got rid of this. This is gonna stop being a grass field. This is gonna be turned into something else, maybe like a little more storage or maybe greenhouses. We'll figure it out because I have space here I can do too. We bought this field, so this will be combined. We have this field already. Well, I was like, well, fuck that. Might as well just get this field. It'll be odd shaped, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But like right here, pretty much with this here, we're going to connect these 2 fields here, get rid of this service road all the way down. See where this cuts here? We're going to connect it here, and then on the outer edge, here to here. Or if I can get rid of these trees and maybe put a service road there, I will, so I don't have to cut into my land as much, and then connect it up here. And then connect here and connect here. So doing a lot of field maintenance, which I'm kind of excited about, because it's something different. Also, look, we're right by the train tracks, which is kind of cool. This is where the train comes off. This is also where we can offload onto the train, so we don't have to go very far if we want to use this, which I would. Apparently, oh, that's a grain west silo. So I can put grain here and offload to the train whenever I want to. For the vineyards, that's going to be here. So you can see we're going to have all this land here. All of this will be vineyard here, this land. So eventually we're going to start buying this land up too. But in the meantime, for me to buy all this land, it's going to take over $2 million. So I want to have like a nice industry going of other things as well. We're going to start buying this land eventually here, all the way up here. This 4 lands here, these farms right here, will be ours. Eventually, obviously I can't connect, I'm not going to go to this road, but these 2 will be connected, and then these 3 will be connected. That's a train track if I'm not mistaken. No, that's a road. So those 4 would be good for vineyards. You think so? I mean, we could, if we want to start doing that. But I know how expensive vineyard laying down and how much cost it's going to be. So right now we just have silage. Already a good shape up and down the hill. Okay. I mean, we can always look at that. We can add it as a small one, but like I said, my ultimate goal is to own all of this, all the way up, all this as a vineyard. This will all be vineyard. So we could always add that, and do like a smaller one. But yeah, here's a nice overview. So we have this land here, this one, and so this is all grass right here. Yeah, they don't look too bad. They're pretty square. Um, yeah, it doesn't look too bad. And also, this is kind of technically a service road, so no cars drive up here at all. And I just realized this road just ends into the dirt. So yeah, so that road is literally hours and hours alone. Because the railroad, it goes into the mountains, so it's not like it cuts through our field. It goes underneath it actually, which is kind of cool. So yeah, actually, I kind of like that. We could always start doing like a small vineyard. Let's add on little by little by little, and then this is the Pallegani map. This is the French map, Pallegani. It's a really really pretty map. Speaking of which, there's a train going by. It's a gorgeous map. I love the guy who designed it. It looks awesome. It does have precision farming on it. Here's the small town, right here. It's really pretty. There's the sawmill. Yeah, it's a really really nice map. So okay, all right. But in the meantime, we're also gonna need to rent the Plymouth as well. So let's rent the Plymouth because I need to get rid of the trees first. But first off, I'm totally getting my head of myself. Let's go ahead and get the new plow that we're gonna use. Plow. Yeah, because here's grape harvester. Oh, I remember these ones. So this one, I remember this because this was in Farm Sim 22. I actually liked using this because you have the harvester here, right? You can also have a modded one that does an overloading. So say, for example, you had a person helping you. This would offload directly into a trailer. So that's one way you guys could keep doing rows. But this would require two people because you can't hire AI to do anything, which is kind of shit. And then you have a multi-row sprayer. Instead of going up and down with one sprayer, this does, I believe, 4 rows. So I wouldn't get the harvester because this doesn't hold as much, but I would get the sprayer. This one is what I would get because it holds 4,000 liters of grapes. So you get a little more horsepower out of it. Mod it here. Standard tires would be fine. We would have it on grapes because you can modify for olives, but we're gonna do grapes. So yeah, this is how much this would be. So, anywho, if we see any grape stuff, do they make trailers that can fit between rows? They do. Most trailers do. They have the grape trailer that obviously fits between rows. This holds 6,000. This holds 12,000. So they have this one. Also, if I'm not mistaken, some of I don't think the Colossus Harvester one would fit, but I think where is it at? This trailer. So I know the Titan I think might fit. That's a maybe. Nah, probably not actually. But yeah, they have grape trailers that do. So. But yeah. Alright. Going back to what we were doing. Find the plow. We're gonna get my normal plow. This one. No, it doesn't pull the trailer, so that's why it needs 2 people. So what it does like the overloading thing, kind of like if you're doing some of the root crops where you have someone drive next to you. So that's how that would work. You would have to drive in the other row next to it. So it's actually kind of good because normally when you're trying to figure out, oh my god, I'm too close, or like how when Spartan and I used to do it and I had a hard time. Well, if you're in a row, there's only one to go straight. You can't go left or right. As long as you keep that trailer next to the overloading, where it spits out the grapes, you're fine. So you just ride in the row next to it on that side. But like I said, you can't hire AI to do it, which makes zero sense to have one of those because how many people do actually do multiplayer like that? That's why most people honestly don't do grapes because it's too time consuming for them. Me, I enjoy it, but there is such a thing like having overloading is great, but unless you're doing it to somebody, it's kind of worthless. So because you can't hire AI, yeah, grapes and olives, yeah, it'll do both. Um, all right, so we got this plow here. So what I'm gonna do while I'm gonna have this start working now. So that all we have to do is go back and um, so we're gonna have to start working so AI can start doing that while I'm doing everything else. Already. Uh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, on the that one that you saw that I'm gonna be doing is gonna have really really long rows. But like I said, when I get to that point, what I'm trying to do is I want to make like we could be doing grapes and stuff like that. Like you said, like I like the smaller fields. I could do that all myself. I've done it before. But on that really large field, I want to have all the money, build one, and then do a massive harvest with open up as multiplayer, kind of like how Spartan was doing with the Spartan, series that Spartan just ended, where myself and Oregon jumped on, and I was logging wood, hauling the logging wood. Oregon was cutting down the trees. Spartan was using the crane, kind of like that, and hopefully have multiple people on. Have Oregon come on and do some vineyards with me. Have Spartan come on and do some vineyards with me. Have anybody else. I'll have Max, because that field will be massive. I'll have to add up all the hectares. Yeah, they did. They got rid of that. Well, because my thing is you can use, how you can use on the field with AI with the guiding lines as well as your steering assist. They have that for vineyards now. You can literally just lock onto a row. You can just lock onto a row and just go. Um, and obviously with that kind of field, I would have like at least 3 harvesters, and I would probably do the overloading ones because that way, 3 people are running the overloading harvester, and then 3 people are running the trailers, just hauling shit back and forth. Um, but yeah, so you can lock onto lines. So once we get into that, I'll show it. So let's sell this. I guess we get a negative. So you get a negative for the vehicle running cost too. So apparently. But alright, so we're starting to sell off some of the stuff that we really don't need, or it's just not feasible anymore. So since I'm selling the sheep directly from there, I don't really need the trailer anymore. Excuse me. And also, honestly, the big trailer would be a bitch to get back there because of the building. So, I'm not going to worry about that. And I want to get as much money as I can because we're on hard difficulty. So... And eventually, I'm able to do some logging on this map. There are trees sections and stuff like that I would have to cut down, but like the tree, I'm talking about the logging if we did like how Spartan did it. With that, maybe I'll plant some trees right here. Fuck, I don't know. I don't want to do poplar or nothing like that. But maybe do like some high trees and stuff like that. But I doubt it because it's just not enough space. But there's lots of things we could do. So, when does wool sell? Now that I'm thinking about it, I dropped all the ones up there. I think it's in April. Wool. forgot it's all the way on the bottom. My wife should be getting off the plane in... Actually, no. She's got another hour, because she's an hour behind me. Should be getting off the plane soon. About an hour from now. April. Yep. And how's our sheep? Because their productivity's down, that's why they don't... That's why they're selling is that, because they ran out of food. That's also... So... but that'll jump back up. Alright, so... What we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of this one. Getting rid of this. Whoever bought this field, I'm driving through the field. And honestly, for precision farming, my thing is that if you keep your field in really good maintenance, like, I know field prices don't remain the same. I mean, they remain the same. Doesn't matter what the hell you do to it. If you do nothing to it, it's still what you bought it for is what you sell it for. But honestly, they should incorporate, if you don't take care of your field, it's worth less than what it was before when you bought it. But if you've done, like, everything right to it, if you've done, you know, maintained it, limed it, plowed it when you needed to, fertilized, all that good shit, like, you should be getting a little bit of extra money when you sell it. Yeah, if there's a crop or any that, yeah, you should get some extra money. Like, I have that grass field that's on there. It's actually technically ready to harvest. Like, I should be getting, oh, someone just has to come out and take a mower to it. Oh, you get you get the field and the harvest that you're going to get off of it. Which, I mean, is easy because it's grass, because that'll just continue to regrow. But I could have harvested it and then sold it, and you only got 2 harvests off of it maybe this year instead of 3. But but right now we have AI going through and plowing the field. Yep, I agree. Which honestly should be part of precision farming. It really should. Precision farming, because you have to maintain the field to get the best yield out of it and such. But honestly, they should be doing the same thing. The reason why I'm getting rid of this is because we're going to be buying a forage harvester, so we're not going to need this anymore. We're going to sell the harvester that's just honestly depreciating into value right now. Because it's just the harvester and the header is just sitting there, just depreciating. When we started, that thing was worth $150,000. Now it's like $138,000. So I need to get rid of it. Because right now it's just depreciating. So I want to buy a forage harvester. So we'll use that for mowing. Okay. Because honestly, the crops that I really want to harvest are like root crops, like potatoes, carrots, things like that. because I never really gotten to do it consistently. We're doing all the crops except for grass that normally people don't do, or don't you don't see them doing very often. We do vineyards and root crops and such like that. I know a lot of people do sugar beets, um, because all the products you can make with that, afterwards. Okay. Um, Also, do I want to sell one of these tractors? No, I'll keep them for now. Alright, we don't need this anymore. I guess we could always put the grape processing plant right here too. Or the grape processing plant here. But I don't want to screw up the scenery, so probably there. Or the grape processing plant there. That's probably a good spot for it. Doing a lot of field maintenance in this episode today. Which is a change of pace. Field maintenance, selling off products a little bit. And since we are planting in March, we won't be harvesting in April, we'll be harvesting. So we're only going to do 2 harvests this year instead of 3. Um, okay, so that's done, that's done. I'm going to pull this out, but then I'm going to have pull this here. Alright. I think that's all I needed to sell. Yeah, I think that's it. And then the mower right there. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to sell this thing. I lied. Tell you what. Um, Excuse me. And it's kind of funny because that is a Kloss building. So it's funny that we're using lots of Kloss stuff. Okay. This guy looks like he's almost done. Apparently he's been having issues plowing, so I don't think he has enough horsepower for it. Alright. Let's take a look at the inside of this thing. Oh, it tells you, look at, oh, that's kind of cool with the precision farming. It tells you that. Enable straw, pipe, stop engine. Okay. Oops. I just like the look of this thing. I like the color. Okay. Alright, so let's look at the remaining vehicles that we do have. Um, so we have this one, which is 155 horsepower, 145. So, and that's the one working right now. Um, hmm. Actually, the value of this is a lot higher than this one. Um, maybe we get better tractors. Yeah. First off, let's We're gonna need our forage harvester, so let's go ahead and get that now before I forget. Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. Grass, wood chips, cotton. Alright. I'm good with the standard configuration. Or the unstoppable. Yeah, we'll stick with the standard. Really don't need that much horsepower for that. This is fine. Okay. Let's go and buy. Now we're going to need a mower header for it. This one. But we're going to do the unrealistic one. So what's the standard working with? 6.2. Yeah, we're doing 25. No brands. I don't know what that means. Wood. That's a new one. Let's take a look. Oh, shit. Hang on. Okay, AI worker G is done. Ooh. Alright, well that's still plowing. We need to rent a Plymouth. Hmm. An invisible mulcher. Are you kidding me? This does poplar? What? And grain. This does everything. And it's a direct drill. Yeah, I know what we're saving up for. Yeah, we're getting this at some point. Yeah, this does every single crop. All the grains. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're getting this. With a roller, you can improve the upper soil layer quality of your fields. Mulchers can be used to crush the crop stubbles. Well, we don't need a mulcher if we're using this. That is insane. Yeah, yeah, we're getting that. All right. I've had that for so long and never even used it. Where's the Plymouth? Plymouth! Where are you? Wait, what's her sale? Oh, it's just a normal one. Fuck that. I want the real one. Um. Oh, hang on. Let me make sure. See if that's my wife texting me. Oh, yep. Yep, that's her. Sorry, everybody. Ah, okay. Alright, where the hell is the Plymouth at? Somebody tell me if I'm blind if I went past it. Yeah, just as seeds. I'd rather just get the multi-fruit planter one. Seriously, having a brain fart here. Where is the Plymouth? Where is the tree begoner? I'm not losing my mind, right? You guys aren't seeing this, right? Did they get rid of it? I'd be so pissed. Ah, there it is. So losing my marbles. Alright, let's back up. I turn off the traffic until we're done doing what we're doing. Let's go mulch some trees. Hang on, I'm gonna pop over to Way Too Elite Stream just to say howdy. Oh, thank you for whoever subscribed. I appreciate it. I'm gonna pop over to Way Too Elite because Way Too Elite is streaming Power of the Cards. Hang on, everybody. I'm gonna mute auto real quick. Alright, everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that. I wanted to make sure I showed some support to Way Too Elite in the channel. So, this thing is so slow. So slow. Alright. Let's see if we can get rid of some of these trees. Hey, howdy, howdy. Thank you for dropping a like, way too. I still have your stream on, so I'm actually watching as you play. I can't hear any stuff. I'm just watching you duel. Battle phase. Mm-hmm. Playing with my tank on here. God. Punch that like button. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna knock out this. No, actually, you know what? That one's okay. We'll leave that tree. You're okay, tree. You can stay. Looks like I think he's doing the headlands right now. That's good. Oh shit. Yes, I know you're blocked by an object. Turn on. Lower forward stream ultra. Hang on, dude. Let me help you out here. Hey, you missed a spot. That's okay. That's probably gonna be done over. Who planted all these trees here? I'll plant my own trees. FYI, everybody, for this episode, we're doing a lot of maintenance. Probably won't really harvest much, or at all. Mostly, we're just trying to combine these fields, sell what stuff we want to get all set up for the first harvest of next year. Looks like that guy's almost done. So I'm kind of doing aesthetics and kind of plant some trees, make it look pretty, all that good stuff. So, but right now we're kind of diverting the road from the middle there. Ah, come on. Oh, you suck. No. I just realized that's a grass field too. Okay, he's done. Alright, hang on. I don't want to break out the... Don't make me do it, Tim! I don't wanna! I wanna cheese it! No! You suck. Fine, I'll break out the chainsaw for one. What the fuck? About to say. No, I don't want to. I just don't want to break it out. I don't want to. Don't make me do it, Tim. I'm gonna have to. Fuck. Alright. Do I even own a chainsaw, first off? I doubt it. I'm gonna cut this bitch. Right. What the hell am I... Oh, no, I was in the right area. Hang on. I think my wifey's text... Oh, no, it's something else. Chainsaw. First off, let's jump into this guy so we can continue doing this field here. What do you mean there's no field detected? What? Oh, you suck. Alright, fine. I'll do it myself. We can hit that when we combine the fields there. That's bullshit. That doesn't detect a field. Maybe because I would have to save and come back in. Maybe that's why. Because this used to be a sheep pasture. What in the fuck is that? Hang on. What the fuck is that? Haha. Fuck you. Apparently I have to do creative fields on this. Does that mean I can do it now? No, of course not. Ain't that some shit? Maybe that's why it doesn't detect it, because I have to do the creative field thing on this. Because of those areas there. What the fuck is going on? I have rocks turned on, yes. I guess I could delete them. I'm not going to do anything with them. Hang on. Settings. I guess we can turn traffic back on. Fieldstone's off. So. Yeah, they are. Alright. Let's lift. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Let's do it this way. A lot of field maintenance. Oh shit, stop. Oh, fuck. Hang on. I'm just trying to expand out to where I can. Honestly, I'll just go over that stuff later when I come back down. Right here. Let's go ahead and grab the spots that AI missed as well. Since I already know we're going to be down, I can just, doesn't matter if I screw up and go across here. Since we're going to be connecting these anyway. I have to come back and do those areas. Do that area I just missed. Oops. Sorry, everybody. I'm just texting my wife. She landed safely in Chicago, so. Honestly, I think this is the reason why AI couldn't find this field, because it's had a bunch of areas in the middle that I had to use a freaking the plow for. I think once we plow and connect it, it'll be fine. Alright, let's finish this here. Alright, so after we're done with this field right here, we're going to go ahead and finish with the Plymouth and chop down what trees I need to. And then we can combine all these fields and then plant it as grass. Alright. Let's go ahead and jump over here. What? I can't even cut this tree. Because it's not on my property. Never mind. Yeah, I can't cut that tree. The only reason I'm able to mulch it is because this thing allows you to mulch stuff that's not on your property. Yeah, there might be nothing I can do about this tree unless I own the land next to it. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Alright. Alright, on to the next one. The tree is just gonna have to stay there. Well, that sucks. Yep. Hey, Crappy Meat Plow, what's up? Alright. Let's go across and aim straight for that tree. No problem, Crappy. Thank you for popping in and chatting whenever. Oh, there's a tree here. Is there any trees over here? Nope, no trees over there I gotta worry about, so we can come back this way. Once we get rid of these 3 or 4 trees right here, then we don't need this thing anymore. Now, it does look like the trees are still there. They're not. Once I save and hop out and, load back in, then those trees will be gone. But they're not actually there. Oh, but yeah, so for this episode, we're doing a lot of field maintenance. We've sold a lot of our equipment that we don't need anymore. We've gotten newer equipment. I've ended up combining these fields for our grass fields. Instead of having like 4 different smaller fields, we have 1 large field, which will cut down on mowing and doing everything else considerably. That way we only have to focus on 1 field. which is nice. We ended up getting a forage harvester, so we're not going to be mowing with a tractor anymore. We'll be using the full forage harvester. Alright. Let's get this thing out of the way. Turn it off. Lift. Shouldn't actually need it anymore, so let's go ahead and return it so we don't keep getting money for it. We're having to pay a rental fee. There we go. So we have this connected. So now the only place we have to connect now is here and here. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and return this guy and this guy. Okay. Let's get into construction real quick. Start building our little road here. A little gravel road. So we just gotta make sure the corner of this stays on our land. Ah, shit, lost track of it. That fucking tree. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. What the fuck is going on? Thank you. Alright, close enough. Alright. All right, there we go. So now we have an outside trail that, sort of links up to it. All right, I like it. I'll take it. So we built an outside trail, so we're getting rid of this road. So if anybody comes off here, they have to take a right or left. All right. Big stretch. Please tell me I didn't forget about cutting down that tree. Okay, phew. Hi, wifey. Wifey. Look at you watching me from Chicago. I've been going for about 99 minutes so far. So hour and a half, over an hour and a half now. Look at all the work I've done. Don't worry, those trees are not actually in my field. They're just rendering. I know. I know where you are. You silly bean. But stay on, talk to me until you have to go. Or until you don't want to watch anymore. Or until I stop streaming. Everyone, Nicole Berry is my wifey. Wait, I just realized something. I need to update my wifey. Wifey, do you want to be a moderator? Too bad, I'm going to make you one. I'm going to make you a managing moderator. So, honey, now if you type now, you'll have blue. You'll be blue. You'll be a managing moderator. Yep, look, you're blue now. See? You have a little wrench. So if people are being naughty in chat, you can put them in timeouts like you do with our kids. But welcome. I hope your flight was good though. So what'd you do on your flight? Also, how's the headphones working out for you? Normally I'd be listening to music right now, but I don't have my headphones. We're gonna park this here. No, we're not. We're gonna park it over here. Well, honestly, Crappy, she doesn't pop into my streams very often. She doesn't like watching me. She doesn't think I'm cool. Alright, so we got that. We need a planter. And I have a feeling we're gonna need a... You know what? Let's go sell these. Honestly, we just need a bigger tractor. You're important? Huh? That was definitely a Nicolism. But anyway, she didn't even answer my question. Honey, how was your flight? What'd you do? Oh, okay, when I said I'm not important. Got it. Now I know. But how was your flight? Tell me! Tell me! Really? That's all I get is just good? What'd you do? Did you eat peanuts? Did you sit next to a fat guy? Did someone fart next to you? You watched a robot movie? What robot movie did you watch? Did you use your Amazon... Oh, by the way, how's your Amazon Prime, Kindle Fire, whatever the hell, Amazon Fire thing holding up? About Killer Robot? Would that just be iRobot? Companion? Okay. Getting rid of these smaller tractors because they're just not worth it. It didn't work on the plane? I didn't think it would. I mean, you weren't able to watch any of the downloaded stuff either? Like the stuff on Amazon Prime, the two movies that I downloaded? You should have been able to get to that. I showed you how to do that. You love the aesthetic of European maps? Me too. I do too. Interesting. Okay. Well. But the music in headphones works? It really does look like Europe. I know, right? Aw, I love you. Love you. But hi, Tim. Been doing a lot of field maintenance today. Literally, I haven't even done any farming at all. Yes, leave a like, Nicole. Make sure you punch the like button. I only have 2 likes. Let me refresh. Oh, I have 5 likes. Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. Alright. Alright, repair, repaint, and sell. Alright. Aw, you're such a sweetie. Alright, let's do... I think I'm just gonna rent the other thing. Let me just look at tractors real quick. I at least need 1 tractor. What? There's no class at medium? Really? Really? Hmm. Okay. I mean, it's your money. If you need any money, just let me know. I'll move money over. Oh, you forgot to like? Ah. Interesting. Because you're cheap? Me too. Look, and everybody, I can get a robot one. Look, I can get a robot class. Probably. What the fuck is this? Holy moly, look at this one. Okay. Somebody come get her. She's bouncing like a stripper. Screw it. Let me save and then borrow more money. We need more money. More money! Because our highest one was at 200 horsepower. No, 155 was what we had, and the other one was 200, so yeah. Alright, let's... Oh. Finances. Duh. Borrow. We're borrowing all the money. Mwahahaha. Alright, 500,000 euro. Alright, damn it, keep hitting the wrong button. I want a medium tractor. But I honestly was close to... That's the Deutz-Fahr, which is cheap. 230, 261. That's a case. This is another Deutz-Fahr. These are the vents. Alright. Then let's rent that multiplanar. Let's try this out. This one. Weird. You watch the weirdest stuff, Nicole. Ooh, I could do a 50-meter working with? Fuck yes. Get this shit over with. Oh, no, the triangle is... I'm just saying how much it would cost to do this thing to get the one I would want. I like the steps making wood. $50 meter working with is crazy. Let's do 25. Lease. Alright. Oh, wait, hang on. So how the hell does this pallet thing work? Is that why this thing has a thing on the back? Yep. Alright, hang on. I screwed up. That's why that thing had a ability to attach something on the rear. Which I didn't do. Because I'm a dummy. Alright, let's see how this thing works. Oops, I screwed that up. Alright, so we're doing... Yeah, you can literally do everything off this planter. Oh, there was grass. Crap. I went past it. Dude, you can do poplar with this bitch? Are you kidding me? Did y'all just see that? You can do poplar with this thing. Remember how Spartan and I struggled, the struggle bus doing poplar at 2 meter working with on that big ass field? I could do a poplar harvest at 25 meters. Actually up to 50. What the fuck? Honestly, that takes kind of all the fun out of it, actually. Now that I think about it. Yeah. FYI. Hang on, let me just show this now so everyone who plays this game. Crap. This. It's called the Multi-Fruit Planter Pack. You have this one, and you have the Unrealistic. So you could just do the 18.2, which can... Wait, does it still do poplar, though? Let me see if this... let's see if this one does the poplar. I have to wait to the... It doesn't look like it. This one doesn't do poplar. This one does. This one does the potatoes, sugarcane. I think that's tree saplings as well. But, yeah, because there's other stuff added on. So this will literally plant everything. And then you have an invisible roller, and then you have a mulcher. So, and that these can also, they're invisible. So instead of having to worry about big cumbersome equipment, you just have this invisible mulcher. That is insane. Like I said, you can do up to 50 meters. So look, 25, 30, 40, 50. Plant 50 meter working with rows of poplar. Good God. All right. So this thing, I put a tow hitch on the back of this planter. So we're going to see how this works. Or not. Wait, wait, I just saw it. You have to see that to believe it? I might do a video on it. Wait, I just saw it. It just tried to grab it. Hang on. Maybe I'm not angled right? I'll be like, hey, Spartan, I'm doing Poplar. And he'll say, like, what the hell do you have a planner for? And I'll be like, oh, here we go. This thing is really annoying me. Like, I know it's right... Hang on. Just... Apparently I have to be perfect when I grab this stupid thing. Oh, I caught onto it, of course. Right on the fucking wheels. Where's frickin' Spartan when I need him? Oh, no! Right there. Got it. Oh, wait. No, I had it. I had it. I had it. What? Oh, pfft. I had it! Son of a biscuit. I'm gonna cry on the inside. I'm literally gonna cry. You guys are seeing me struggle bus right now. Wait, wait, wait. Alright, so it's invisible. So I guess it's a part of it now? Yep. Unfold lower roller. Yep. This should be interesting. Alright. So we got that. Variable speed rate not available. Activate AI work. I'm doing this myself. I want to play with this. Alright, we got deactivate automatic seed rate. No, we're gonna activate that. Variable seed rate. Tram lines defined. Toggle cruise control. Oops. I'm a dumbass. How did I get caught? I'm so struggle busing right now. No, pick the roller back up. And that's a tight fit. Oops. Jesus, I can't drive. I can drive in real life, but in the games, nope. I like the stairs. Those are pretty color. Alright, we need seeds. Probably not going to need a lot, honestly. Alright. Honestly, that's probably enough. What? I just need seeds. Can this carry sugarcane? Is that what it's talking about? Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't want... Oh, I'm a dumb... Oh, no. No! Son of a... No! Oh! I put grass in it, not seeds! Oh, wait. No, that's seeds. I did the right thing. There we go. Alright, we're good now. Phew! The fertilizer should be okay, I think. We'll find out. I mean, I am doing 25-meter working rows. Alright. Let's do this. Alright, let's unfold the cedar. Oh, okay, I'm pretty close. Then let's... Oh, I didn't put the, Oh, because I couldn't. Never mind. Crap. Lower roller. No. Unfold roller. And then... Lower roller. Look how I picked up the roller. Oh my god. Apparently I have the roller crooked. FYI. That's fine. Let's... Fold roller. Lower cedar. Well, this is a problem. Let me, hang on. That roller's gonna piss me off. There we go. Better. Alright, turn on cedar. Let's do steering assist. Okay. So it's not too bad. This is 18.2 and I just have it at 25. Yeah, I think I'll leave it. I don't think it's gonna have to fertilize much here. Or at all. Right here it might. Okay. I think this side is already fully fertilized, remember, because we haven't harvested yet, and we used manure on it at, at the beginning. So it's not going to take anything from this. I totally fucked up that guy's field. Oops. And that guy's field. It's funny. No one saw anything. Alright, now it's starting to fertilize. Orange and red mean really bad. Means whoever had these fields before didn't use them right. Oh, what happened there? Sorry, I keep coughing up a lung. No, you're fine, honey. But you're okay though? I know that you said they just changed the gate. You're good though? No problem, love. Yeah, when you start having to board your plane, that you can hop off, honey. I don't expect you to stay on the whole time. Did you contact your sister and let her know what's going on? That's a pretty view. Getting on now? Honey, did you contact your sister? You still haven't answered that question. Just let your sister know that you're coming. Goober. But I love you. Have a safe flight. Please contact your sister. Stop forgetting. Damn, you can tell the difference between my fields that are nice and pretty and green because they're fertilized perfectly to these fields that are not fertilized at like pretty much at all. This is tragic. Oops, I screwed that up. There we go. That is such a pretty view. And just think that those big rows of vineyards that we'll have and over there. We'll be able to see them from here. Yeah, I think 25 meters is perfect. So it's a little bit wider than the this, which is 18.2. Okay, got it. And I don't think I could put the sensor on this thing. I couldn't attach it, so I'm gonna have to buy one of those other sensors that attaches to the vehicle. And that'll be mostly because of the manure spreading. Alright, I'm back. Open it. Yay, my trash man's been here, so I can... Once I'm done here, I can actually go get my trash bin. Actually, do I want to do poplar, or do I want to do, like... Nah, I'll do poplar. I could always tear it down later. It's not like it'll take much to replant. Hey, you missed a spot. But thank you guys for everybody who's been hanging out with me. Been doing got a lot of maintenance work going. Well, now I'm regretting selling that field. I could have just turned it into a poplar field. Hee hee hee. I had to spot it back. You're not done. Really, dude? I had you I forgot they start off not the headlands. Alright. I just realized I only have the one tractor. I'm gonna go sell this thing. Beep beep. Shut up. Can this thing... Trailer hitch. I'm gonna lease this thing just to see if it works. Oh, man, what is with me and trees? No, of course not. Even though it looks like a trailer hitch. Alright. Good morning, Shane. Good morning. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna get rid of this. I just wanted to try it out. It didn't work. Right now it just looks like tractor's the only thing that can haul this thing. So I may just have to invest in a smaller tractor. Okay, so now this is done. So we can go put this away. Go and fold, plow. Alright. Okay, so we don't need this again for a while. We are going to try out that multi-fruit planter and see how poplar actually works. It says it does. It says it can do it. So we're about to find out. End up plowing those 2 fields. We have our large grass field, which we need to roll next as well. Alright, we got poplar. Let's go ahead and uncover. Not uncover, but unfold. There we go. It says it's planting poplar. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm doing some sheep first. So the playthrough I'm kind of wanting to do is I've inherited this from my great grandfather, and we're turning it into a large vineyard eventually. Right now we're just trying to make money so we can get there. But that's kind of our goal, is to make a very extremely large vineyard. I know. I've never used it. I knew about it. I had downloaded it, and then I realized it could do poplar, and I was like, I kept doing all the 2 meter or the multi one that you could do Um, the one that could do potatoes, sugarcane, and poplar, but it was a six meter working with. This one obviously can go up to 50, but I'm only doing 25 because that's plenty. I don't need it to do more than that. Alright. But eventually, once we starts getting more and more, I will open this up to multiplayer too. So that'll be fun. Let's lift. So we're not planting. Alright, this poplar is done. And we're gonna plant this one. And swing this around. There we go. But Tim, who was on earlier, suggested that we start using these fields for a vineyard because they're nice. So I think I will. But the ultimate goal is to like buy these as just do a vineyard with these for now. But then also this entire midsection here, all the way to the railroad line, all this be one big vineyard, which is what my goal. Ooh, I was not paying attention. Apparently I just rolled off. Ah, okay. Nice. I ended up starting with, I think it was 250 euro. That's what I started with. But I didn't own any land, so I ended up having to buy this land here. I have actually used loans. I'm up to 500 euro for land, but I don't want to. I'm not going to borrow any more than that. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. And I'm kind of only leasing this planter for now because since the two crops I'm doing at the moment, grass and not sugarcane, but poplar, they all regrow. Alright, so let's go and turn this on. Steering assist. Yeah. I try not to use too many, but 500,000 euro I think is plenty, and then I'm going to start paying it back. So normally that's what I do. Every month I'll pay like a certain chunk back. But since we're just starting out on this series, since we're only in episode 4 at the moment. Did I lower this already? Okay, now we're good. And turn on cedar. Oh, apparently I think I turned it off. Turn on cedar. Lower cedar. Okay, we're good. Damn it. Oh, I got caught on something there. Yeah, so I've done originally earlier this year, because if you look back on my videos and stuff like that and other streams, I had a series going for about 20 episodes. And then I started doing one actually on this map when I was on the episode 3. So I was doing 2 at the same time. One was on the original map that came out, like one of the first 3 maps, and then this one. And I was starting to do a vineyard, and actually, in that series, in just 3 or 4, and I was on hard. This is on hard difficulty, so any money I make is on hard. I owned 70 and I owned 69. I combined them and I had a huge field. It would have taken me like 3 hours just to harvest it. And I was saving it. And I had just played on it and stuff like that on the one that had 20 episodes on it. And I lost all save data. I lost all my mods. Like everything just, I don't know what the hell happened. So I kind of felt defeated for a while. Actually was doing a joint stream with Spartan Elite 43 as well. We did that for about 17 episodes. We just stopped. Eventually, I'm sure we'll go back and do it. But right now, we had kind of conquered the map on Huntai Pantai. So we had done a lot. But yeah, I was so defeated. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I'd put so much work, especially the one that had 20 episodes in. I had done so much work, and this one, at least on this one, I had just started, so I didn't have to really worry about it. But it was still kind of defeating. So I just kind of like I want to take a break. All right, so we used that up. So now we have our little poplar. Poplar. Does it say needs rolling? Needs rolling. We're going to go get the invisible roller, which is part of the multi-planter pack. Right here, the invisible. Well, it's actually a mulcher too. Hello, Crofter. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. So, yeah, this also, the multi-fruit planter has the invisible roller and the invisible mulcher. I am going to try the invisible roller. You stream on your Pallegina map weekly. It's been going for about 2 months. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and click on your name so that way I can subscribe to you, to your channel. So let me go to your channel. All right. I just subscribed. Do you stream on YouTube or do you? Oh, okay. Please, for my gaming streams, please go to my streaming channel. Okay, cool. I see it. I see the link. All right. Let's go here to Hobby Corner. Okay. Subscribe. Okay, awesome. So I have subscribed to see you, Hobby Corner. Awesome. I look forward to watching some of your videos as well and popping in. Yep, I just found it. You're good. Sorry, I had to cough there for a minute. But yes, I always like supporting people's channels. So, like mine has just been steadily growing. So select. We're gonna. Yeah, no problem. We're gonna do 25 meter working with. Because that's what we had before. So let's go ahead and lease this. And instead of making me drive, I'll just drive my car back. I'll just drive it back. Honestly, one of the crops I do want to do on this map is cotton, but I don't know. Since I'm doing wool, if I do, if anything, maybe I'll just get another sheep paddock and make more wool that way. All right. I don't know why my camera angle out so far. All right. That's an invisible roller, everybody. But welcome, both of y'all. Welcome. Yeah, but also I stream a lot of World Ships Legends. I did one stream on Dredge. I am going to do more of that, since I really like that series. That fishing game. It's a horror fishing game. I find it really fun. I am eventually going to get into, there's a couple more stuff I'm trying to get into. I'm having a brain fart though. Oh, Oblivion I do want to do. I do have Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered downloaded. I do want to do that. I've never played that game, so that one I'm just going to go in blind. Don't know how to play it. Unfold, lower, and go. Look at that. I have an invisible roller. Invisible roller. That is kind of cool. All right. I did, but I had a hard time doing it. And what ended up happening was I had it at an angle by accident. Because I didn't grab it square. So it was kind of funny. Actually, in the on the stream you guys get, if you guys go back, you'll see it when I first started trying to use the planter on the bigger field. I was having issues. Oh, I just realized. Oh, ow. Let me go this way. Ah, got it. All right. But yeah, I did try to do that, but apparently I had it on there crooked by accident. So I couldn't see it, so I was like, alright, I'm just going to do this separately for now. But I definitely like it. Alright, we're going to go roll our grass field real quick. Hey Fenrir, welcome. My wife popped in earlier. She's so far right now she's flying from Chicago to somewhere in Illinois. Oh, hang on. Hey Spartan, Fenrir, you want to see something cool? So I actually combined all these fields, as you can tell. So, and also look behind, watch this. I have an invisible roller. It's so cool. Look, you can see it. Sort of see it. You can see the textures changing. And then I combined these fields here. And then I extended out. I got rid of the road here. And then I extended the, kind of like a trail here. So, pretty much this whole stream has been field maintenance and kind of setting up everything. I know, isn't that cool? It's actually part of, real quick, let me show you Fenrir. Let me save. It is a mod. Yes, it's part of the multi-fruit planter mod, which is right here. Invisible roller and invisible mulcher, and these can go up to 50-meter working width. This one, however, you see how it says unrealistic? It can freaking plant potato. It can plant everything. Everything. You only need this. You don't need, like, have a separate seeder and a separate planter. Nope. This can do everything. Also, this can do poplar and sugarcane. So the two fields smaller fields I have now, those are planted poplar, and I had a 25-meter working with, and it came up great. So I'm like, hell yeah. But yeah, it's a mod. But on the back of the planter, you can actually attach this invisible roller to it, so you can plant and then roll at the same time. So, but I couldn't figure, since it's invisible, I ended up screwing up, and no one saw that I accidentally planted that guy's field. Can you grow apple orchards? I have not seen a mod for it yet. You could do it in Farm Sim 22, but I have not seen an apple orchard mod yet. If they do end up having one, I will happily do it because I love doing apple orchards. But some of the things I wish they would do is, I know they have strawberries in greenhouses, but I live in Virginia. We have strawberry fields, like in actual legitimate fields. They're seasonal, just like most crops are. But I would love to have that in game and actually have a strawberry field or a pumpkin patch or something like that. Like all those different ones. I would love to see that in game. I'd be growing pumpkins. Because I got pumpkin patches here in Virginia. I got strawberry fields here. They have a Pungo Strawberry Festival that they do every year. So you can actually go out. They have fields specifically designed for people. The ones that are not making profit off their ones. They're technically making profit off of it because they're having us pick it. There's cotton fields here in Virginia. Quite a few of them actually. Tobacco. That'd be kind of cool one to do tobacco. Like just, or almond arches. Yeah, I wish. Excuse me. And look, we're right next to the train station too. We will have to go back and fertilize this because I think it's only fertilized once at the moment. So So when we jump forward into April, we will go ahead and fertilize this large field. Poplar we don't have to harvest or fertilize, but it was already fertilized when we planted. I think this field needs lime too. I think this field needs a lot. So we'll go ahead and do lime too. Yeah, whatever AI had this, they sucked at maintaining this field properly. Like, you can see how orange it is, which means it just was never fertilized, ever. Like, my fields are nice and green. You can see the outer edge ones are nice and green. Yeah. That's with precision farming. And honestly, you can see how parts of the field are green on this side. It's because, like, my manure or whatever would spray onto the field. So it kind of fertilized part of their field for them. Don't worry, those are not actual trees. They will disappear once I save and jump out. So, but lots of field maintenance, a lot of field prep. Just getting this all ready. That way, at the beginning of the next episode, we'll be able to get right into the next year of harvesting our grass field. Also, I ended up getting a forage harvester, so we won't be using a mower per se. We'll be mowing from the forage harvester and picking up the silage right away, or picking up the grass right away and turn into silage. All right, so that's done. Okay. Lift, fold. I'm going to get rid of the roller for now. I just hit the wrong button. Okay. Okay, let's grab the spreader so we can do lime. Oh shit. I totally meant to do that. It's alright. Wait, is there a way... I need a silo. That's construction. I don't actually have a legitimate silo. Construction. Here. Because this can't hold manure. Silos. Here we go. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't, there we go. It's not a bad spot for it. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. Now they should be able to dump manure into that silo. Yep. Crap. Mm-hmm. Okay, that should be enough. Honestly, I'm just gonna lime all the fields. Just so they're all limed at the same time, even though it's not gonna matter for the poplar eventually. And honestly, any extra lime I could just put in the silo. So, I don't mind buying a full load. The thing I do need to go do though, is I need that sensor. I don't have a sensor on this thing. Let me just make sure I can't modify and put it on here, but I don't think I can. Nope. Really, you jackass? Fucking stop right there. Ah, shit. Is this seriously not going to detect all the other fields? Hang on. I'm gonna save this, pop out, and then pop back in. Okay, let's try this. If not, we'll just have to do it by hand ourselves, which is fine. Because at least it's only one field. Alright, let's go back in. Start. That'd be kind of shitty, but I mean, it is what it is. I'll have to do everything myself. Alright. So hopefully, us jumping out and jumping back in, it'll recognize that as a whole field. If it doesn't, like I said, we'll just do it ourselves. But alright, let's go and start. Alright. Nope. It's only registering it as one field, one individual field. Alright, unfold. Unfold. Lower. Oh wait, that is... I'm an idiot. I'm so dumb. That is the one field. I just realized that it was the one field as I looked at it again. I'm a dummy. Alright, so it did work. Alright. I thought I was having a brain fart. Which I was. Alright, let's do steering assist. There we go. I'll go back and hit that. Don't mind me. I'm just freehanding this now. What is going on? Whoa. I don't know what the hell happened there. That was weird. Oh shit! I know. I'm just running the shit. It's actually one of the things. That was the comedy relief on my stream with Spartan Elite 43. Everyone loved it though. Actually, I had one in that. If you ever go back and watch that, I actually recorded it because I was live streaming with him. So I had my stream going and his, and Spartan was doing his. And what ended up happening was I was reading chat, and it was on Huntai Pantai, and I drove into the frickin' river. Like, my old tractor just dunked into the river because I was reading chat. I was like, fuck. And I was like, that is going to be on there forever unless I delete the video, which I'm not. Because Spartan also took pictures of it because it was hilarious. But... did I not do that? Did I not do that spot? Weird. Alright, we're gonna go do these smaller ones. Mm-hmm. Yep. Like how many crash? Or do like one where like 5 days since your last crash. Oh, I know why they didn't show up. This didn't show up. I didn't purchase the there we go. Okay. So that's those. Everything's been limed. uh, oh, apparently I didn't lower it. I'm a dumbass. Apparently I didn't even have it lowered. Nuts. We got plenty of lime though. Alright, I'm gonna put this behind here. Close enough. Alright, let's go drop off this lime, pick up manure, since we will be fertilizing next month. So since we planted in March, April, May, June, we won't be harvesting until June, but we will be selling our wool in April. Alright, so that we got that. Okay. That's done. I'm actually gonna leave this over here for now. Okay. So we've done everything we need for this month. Now we're gonna jump forward to April, because we'll be selling the wool that we have. We started right at 8 and now it's 11, so we literally did 3 hours of work in one day. Okay. Let's look at something real quick. My finances. I know I don't have to do this, but I want to do this. There's gonna be some smelly trees. Okay. I'm about to run out of manure. Alright. I hate when I do that. Alright, let's get some more manure. So much cheaper than regular fertilizer. Oh, hang on. Sorry, everybody. I was talking to my dad. My little man. He's picking up my son from school. So I'll have a little short person in a minute, in a little bit. But we ended up fertilizing with all the manure. So those are all set. And then now we're gonna drop off this wool. I already dropped off one full truckload already. I'm just gonna drive across this. I already dropped off one full truckload. So now we're gonna do this. And unfortunately with this thing, it doesn't unload like it's supposed to, or how other ones do. So we're gonna end up having to load everything into, sell everything by hand, which is fine. Yeah, you can see all the wool right there. Alright. So now, I'm gonna have to pick all this shit up. There is a sensor somewhere. Can I not load it in here? Nope. Alright, I don't know why they have that door there then. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Damn it. It's so weird, like the sensor for it is like, what the hell? Pick up. Maybe I just gotta find this little sensor right here. That's just a theory. So they end up disappearing right at the door. Right here. How far out does it go? I know, right? Oops. Damn it. No, they have not. Not for pallets. You can dump other stuff out of your trailer here easily, but not for anything pallet-wise. So I might have to send a message to the person that created and said, hey, the pallet sensor point for SoFlight doesn't work, right? Like, there's only a specific point where it'll load. Damn it. Will you stop? Yeah, because you have a sensor point there, and I think there's one up here. Right there. Yeah, so there's like two. Ah. Honestly, with me also being able to... Actually, I'm going to test it right now. I'm gonna test it with two of them and see if I can drop them directly into it. Actually, no, we'll test with four. So, hang on. Let me finish loading these in here. And, like, I'm gonna drive up on the sensor points, and offload them and see if they directly do it. So... I mean, like I said, this doesn't take long, so I don't mind if I have to do it this way for now. Alright. I'm gonna try it with four and see what happens. Whoops. Oh my good lord. I love how sometimes the boxes don't even show up. There they are. Alright. Actually, you know what? Let's back up. So it's right there at the crease, and you can see the creases right there. So... Yep. There I go. Alright. So if I have it lined up like that, it'll automatically load then. Or unload. Alright. At least I know that. So instead of me having to do that, now I know how to do it that way. So, confirmed. Theory confirmed. So next time I do that, it'll be a little bit easier. I can just, as long as I line up to where I need to and just unload, unload, unload all the way through. So, good to know. Look at that pretty grass field over there. So, we ended up selling... I don't know how much wool we ended up selling. But it looks like we got 60,568 euro for... I like it when us players confirm theories on streams. Yes, it makes it easy. Well, that's what I was like, let me line this up just to make sure. And it worked fine. So we ended up getting 60,000 euro for the sold wool, excuse me. So I'm gonna try this out. And that, lady, look at that. I see fields of green. Turn on my gravel road. Alright. Oh, fuck. I knew that was gonna happen. Yes, I do. Indeed, I do. I have both of those turned on. Snow on, crop destruction on, periodic plowing on. I only turned the feldstones off just now. Disaster enabled. Yep. Everything is on. Real quick. Let's see how our sheepies are doing. They are almost ready to. These guys are almost ready to sell. Um, since the meadow is back now. Excuse me, sheepies. Whee! Yeah, I guess I could stay attached, I guess. Let me out! Alright, so we planted in March. Let's go... what, 2 months? Oh, we gotta make sure we load up the wool, though. Yep, not enough space for wool. One more month. Alright. So it looks like we're making about 5,000 wool. Yeah, feldstones periodically plowing, stove turned off. Ah, okay. I'll do fieldstones if I'm trying to grind them into my own lime. I have done that. Because there's mods you can do that. You pick up all the stones, and I'll even do like the some of the what you call it, the contracts for them, so I can get stones, so I can create lime. Yep. All right. So if we're getting 5,000 wool liters per month, that meadow is not growing back fast enough with all of them. All right, so we got these guys, so we can go and sell these. All right. Let's go ahead and sell these guys. Okay, so those are sold. And like I said, if we're doing about roughly 5,000 a month and they sell in April, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. If we did in April, 65,000 liters of wool per year. With what we got, I'm gonna have to do some math. So we might end up even starting to get into doing fabric, which will give us some more income turning the wool into fabric. We'll just have to make sure we keep it filled every year. So I'll have to do the math on that. But let's go check our fields real quick. Holy shit, look at that big field of lime over there. Here's our poplar growing. Looks nice. Hey, Joe. Welcome. Look, Joe, I did poplar. And I did the cheese way with a multi-planter, which I was able to plant poplar at 25 meters instead of 2 meters. You can actually go all the way up to 50 meters if you really wanted to, but I would only do that on very large fields. And then ended up combining. We did a lot. This episode was a lot of maintenance, field maintenance. And we ended up combining all these fields right here. So now we have one grass. Yes, Joe, I added poplar. So what ended up happening, since I'm doing a recap anyway. So we got our grass field right here. So let's go to construction so I can see this better. So what ended up happening? As you can see, you are running away from the bears. Bears. So as you can see, we bought this field, remember? We had this field here, and we had this field. This field right here used to be a sheep pasture. I ended up tilling it under. Because of the dry, rocky spots, you actually have to turn on not just regular plow, you have to turn on create fields because of it. Look what I did to this guy's field. I planted grass in his whatever field this is. Oops. Sorry. So I ended up combining these fields into one large field, ended up liming, planting, all that good stuff, rolling. For this field, we ended up getting rid of the grass field because it's small, and we planted poplar. And this field is also now poplar as well. This is so we can get a little bit of income, a little bit extra income. Put a new silo in right here. We sold our wool. We're getting roughly about 65,000 liters of wool. Maybe a little bit less. I would say, actually, no, let's do 60,000. We'll just round down. So 60,000 liters of wool. So we've done quite a bit. This is actually ready to harvest now. However, I've been going for about a little over 3 hours, and I have my son that's coming home. And I wanted to jump on since my wifey was away. She's out, she's flying, so she should be arriving at our destination in about 20 minutes. So I'm sure she's going to give me a call as well to tell me she got there safely. So yield potential 100%, expected yield about 93%, 98, 95, 99. So there's no data found because that's where they connect. So, but yeah, we did quite a bit today. We didn't actually even harvest anything. Oh, poplar does grow pretty fast for a tree, but most people don't grow trees for money. Nope. No, I just like doing it. I like doing it. It's a income that comes every 12 to 15 months, which I'm fine with. Also, if you look over here, we sold a lot of our equipment. This is our mower now. We have a forage harvester with the mower. And then it'll dump straight into there with that. We are down to one tractor. I got rid of the two smaller ones because they were having issues, like just hauling things because they're just under their horsepower. The one up there is 303 horsepower, which doubled ours. So, non-tillable acreage, usually cherries. But yeah, I'm doing poplar for now. We may change it to something else, who knows? But for now, it's just going to be poplar. But that is where I'm going to end it. We are going to be, on our next episode starting, we're going to be mowing the first time with our new forage harvester. Should be nice and fun. We have a very large field that we can use now. Instead of mowing 4 separate smaller fields, we have one large field. So to make it a lot easier on us as well. So thank you guys for joining me. If you guys like what I do, punch, like, comment. Also check out Shane as well. Shane also has a small channel as well that I'm trying to help. I'll help Shane out. Can send some people there until acreage is too valuable for that. um, but check out Shane's channel as well. If you click on Shane's name, you'll be able to find the actual. So if I click on here just to make sure, go to channel, go to so if you go to Shane right here, and then you click on YouTube Hobby Corner. It's called Hobby Corner. So if you guys just Google hobby on YouTube, Hobby Corner, or it's at Hobby Corner, a little dash, and then Shane. So check out. Also does Farm Sim as well. So again, thank you guys. If you guys like what I do, yep, thank you. Yep, Hobby Corner. It's just your streaming channel. There we go, right there. Post and link. Nope, Shane. Post and link comments. Here, I got y'all. Let's do this. Hang on, everybody. Share channel. Copy channel ID. Paste. That's not it. That's not it. That's not what it looks like. I screwed that up. Copy. Paste. There we go. There's Hobby Corner. That way, if you guys want to subscribe to Hobby Corner as well for Shane. But again, if I click on anyone in comments, I get a red flag. But again, thank you guys. I am on the path to 500 subscribers. That is, you're welcome. I'm on the path to 500 subscribers. That's the next goal. And then after that, it'll be 1,000, and then 1,500. So we're kind of just taking it 500 at a time. I think that's a good goal. And the channel has been growing nice and steadily, which I'm very happy about. So again, thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please have a safe Memorial Day weekend. If I do not stream again, which I probably will be, I know for a fact I'm going to be streaming on Memorial Day in the evening. I'll be doing some World of Warships Legends on Memorial Day. So that should be fun. But we'll see about either tomorrow or Sunday. But thank you guys again. If I don't see you guys again this weekend, have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Spend time with your family. Remember those that have fallen and given the freedoms that we do have. But thank you guys. And again, punch, like, comment, and I will see you guys next time.